Hi, I'm Bob with Wolfe. Right now I want to show you guys the differences and the similarities between our compact commercial line of splitters and our high output HO line of splitters. Right in front of me here is the 28C compact commercial log splitter, and right behind me is the 28 HO high output log splitter. Both of these machines have a lot of similarities and some differences. We'll start with the similarities. You heard me say 28 for both of these. So both of these are 28-ton log splitters. The 28C up in front here, this is the compact commercial, and then in the back we've got that 28 HO. Both of these are using the same cylinders, they're using the same push blocks, they are using the same valves, they are using the same hydraulic pump, and they are using the same engine. These both have identical cycle times of 6.5 seconds, and both of them come with a 4-way wedge. Both of these feature an in-house made beam, so all of our splitters, this is all made in-house. This is not just a run-of-the-mill I-beam. This is cut, fabricated, welded here in-house. AR400 main wedge, and the 4-way wedge is a slip over with hydraulic height adjustment on both this HO and the compact commercial behind me. Both of these machines come standard with a hydraulic log lift that does fold up for transport. I'm going to open both of these to show you the differences, because on the HO it is a little bit bigger. So here's the compact commercial log lift, and it's not down all the way, but I can put it down all the way here, even when it's off. There we go. And now I will show you the log lift on the HO. This is going to be the same on the SHO as well. And the log lift had to be a little bit bigger because of the wider frame stance, but it also gives you the ability to put a little bit more logs on the HO or the SHO. So I'm going to pull this pin here. Slide that out. And you can see we have a little bit more length here, so we can stack those rounds a little bit taller. Both of these machines are using essentially the same hydraulic system, but on the compact commercial, we are using a steel in-house made hydraulic oil tank with a canister style filter. And on the HO, we are using an aluminum fabricated welded hydraulic oil tank, also made in-house with a canister hydraulic filter. And you can see that this hydraulic oil filter is a little bit bigger on the HO. So we talked about the hydraulic oil tanks being a little bit different. The aluminum hydraulic oil tank on this HO and the SHO does allow for a little bit extra heat dissipation, and it does save us a little bit of weight. But the biggest difference between the HO, the SHO, and our compact commercial line, as you can see, is this frame. Now the frame size for the HO is pretty big, but it also still gets pretty small. When we fold in this drawbar, we still have pretty good ability to walk around the machine. But the nice part about this frame on the HO is that it has a suspended axle on it. So this thing can be pulled down the highway going 70 to 80 miles an hour with no issue at all. And it's not going to be as bouncy as, say, a compact commercial or a 28 Pro would, for example. Some other benefits to the HO and the SHO frame are the fact that it has these fenders on it. So if you're driving in the mud or the rain, that stuff's not getting flung up at your machine. And they're heavy duty welded. These things you can actually stand on. Like I said before, we've got that fold away drawbar here. On the compact commercial, 28 Pro and under, we do have the removable drawbar here that's got the 2 positions, and you can run it on the backside. But if you look at the HO, the nice part is here, if you leave this hooked up to your vehicle, hooked up to your truck or your UTV, for example, you can keep splitting into a pile and pull the splitter forward this way as you continue to split. As I said before, both of these have the same engine, the same pump on them. And when you look here at the HO, you've got a bunch of room here that you could potentially have small toolbox or tools. Now it's important to note on the SHO, you would have a V-twin engine there and you would have a gas tank here. So that eliminates that spot. But there's still some dead space over there. Come back to the compact commercial just for comparison's sake. On the compact commercial, we have that stationary drop leg in the back. So what you do is you lower this front jack, or raise it, however you want to say it, but we would drop the tongue of the splitter down so we could put this down onto the ground, and then we will raise the tongue of the splitter up and we'll put tension on that. When you get to an HO or an SHO, you have jacks on both ends. So we can move this jack, we can take this jack completely off if we want, and we've got the other jack in the front. So you've got a little bit more adjustability if you're on uneven ground when you go with an HO. As with all of our gas engine powered machines, we are using Honda GX series gas engines. They've been great for us. They continue to be reliable. We are using these self-lube bronze slides, so we don't have to grease this beam, meaning that we don't have to attract sawdust, dirt, whatever else can turn into grinding paste on here as this push block is moving forward and back. We're using Prince valves, and up here we have a pressure gauge as always so that you can see what's going on with your splitter in the event that you need to diagnose things or adjust your detents for the auto cycle. Now looking at the splitting end of each machine, the HO has this aluminum sorting table on it, which isn't a function of strength or durability. The steel one and the aluminum ones perform the same, but this gives us a little bit less rear weight and a little bit more tongue weight, which is nice when we're pulling this thing down the road. All of our horizontal log splitters have the ability to add this optional sorting table extension in. And I'm going to show you what it looks like on both of these. Here it is on the compact commercial. Then there's two pins that just snap in the channel underneath. And here it is going on to the HO. These are really nice to have because, especially as you're resplitting stuff, or if you've got wood with a lot of debris in it, as your wood is passing through here, a lot of your debris is going to come through this before it goes into your conveyor or into your even IBC tote you can put next to this. Now the coolest part about the HO or the SHO when you have this sorting table extension is the stowage position as well. If you want your splitter to take up the least amount of space for storage, or if you're going to tow it down the road, the HO also has a stowage position here for the sorting table extension. And again, those pins would just go through here and hold that in place for safekeeping. On the HO now here you can see I have the sorting table extension in the stowed position, and I also put the drawbar in the storage position. Now another thing that people do in their wood yards if they want to increase their level of security a bit, they can take this bolt out completely and keep this drawbar off site. So the splitter becomes very difficult to move without the drawbar. And that same thing can be said for the 28C drawbar. We can take this pin out down here and we can take this drawbar completely out. Or when we're going to split wood with it, we can slide the drawbar back into this kind of stowed position. And now when we walk around the front end, we won't catch our leg on it. That about covers the differences and the similarities between the 28C Compact Commercial and the 28HO high output log splitters from Wolfe Ridge. I wanted to make this video for you guys because when you look at the performance specifications on both the 28C and the 28HO, they're identical. The weights are going to be different, of course, because we've got different frames, but the heart of each machine is the same. So the biggest difference, again, is going from this compact, smaller frame to that highway towable, wider frame. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Would you rather have the 28C for its compact footprint, or would you rather have the 28HO and its highway towability? If you'd like to see pricing, photos, videos, all of the detailed specs, please check out our website, www.wolferidgemfg.com. You can give us a call or send us an email. I'll make sure to put those links in the description. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you as always for the support. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on what's next at Wolfe Ridge.